Okay, as you find yourself growing as a shooter, you're going to find yourself needing accent lighting more and more in ways to continue to paint and make your image look even better on the screen. And that's where accent lights come in really, really important. It's actually one of those things, they're small, but man, you need them just about every time you're shooting something on an image. And I recently was contacted by Weeylite about this. This is the S05. It is a tiny little accent light that comes in. And this thing really, really checks off a lot of boxes if you're looking for something that's affordable, powerful, and can get the job done for you. I was actually really excited when I found about this because Weeylite is actually one of my favorite lighting companies that exist out there. There are a couple brands that like Aperture, Godox, and Weeylite that I just feel whenever I get something from them, they deliver and check off a lot of the boxes that I want to get. Now, the Weeylite S05 is small and it is also really, really affordable. This little sucker right here comes in at about $32.99. That means you can buy 3 of these for $99. So you get 3 lights for less than $100, which is really realistic for what you need to get in any kind of accent lighting. Now, the light does have a really good, nice, sturdy build. It's a solid plastic body, feels like it can definitely take a beating, and it's a pretty nice, clean design. I mean, you basically have a USB-C port on the side, and what's really nice is you have a 1/4-inch mount on the bottom along with cooling vents. And it actually comes with this little mount in the case itself, so you can do this screw it in the bottom and put it in a cold shoe or anything else like that you want. The other really nice thing about these S05s is the controls are just very, very simple and very intuitive. Basically, you have a control here, you can cut it on and off, you'll see a version, and then you can basically have a mode and an up and down switch that'll do it. So right now I'm on intensity, you can see I can bring my intensity up or I can bring it down very, very quickly. But if I want to switch, I can go to my color temperature, I can change my color temperature. And I can even add a green or magenta shift into my lights. A really, really nice feature to have here. If I want to switch between different modes, I can just hold down this mode button for longer. And you can see I can go here to HSI. And you can see if I can I can shift my hue very, very easily. I can also do my saturation and intensity. If I hold down the mode button long again, I will then get an RGBWY, which is really nice, which gives you a lot of customability. I can hold it down again, and now I have a really cool set of gels. And you can see I have like lead gels and other type of gels. This is really nice if you just want to get a real fast color. You can cycle through these real fast, and you can see just, gives you a nice kind of, if you like using gels, this gives you a nice fast thing. And then if you hold it down again, you have a basic FX that you can go and cycle through very, very common effects that you need for lights like this. This is really good too. I find myself a lot of times I'll put these lights in kind of lanterns and stuff and try and cheat candlelight. And I think the candlelight feature on these lights is really, really great. And they're so small, you can slip in a lantern and frost it, and it looks fantastic. You can really, really get away with a lot. Now, the other part about this set is really, really powerful, especially for a light this affordable, is you can set channels and groups. I'm gonna show you why that's so important in a minute. But basically, you just hit the power button, do a quick click, and you'll see you can get your channel and your group on there, and you're done. You get the mode button to exit, and if you actually look here, you will see 1 and C. I basically set all these to channel C, and it lets you know right on the light what group you are and what channel you're on. And that's going to be very, very important because one of the coolest things about any of these Weeylite lights is the Weeylite app. And honestly, you cannot talk about the Weeylite lights without talking about what a fantastic, fantastic app it comes with. If you are someone that is nervous about technology or dealing with some of these things, the Weeylite app, I can tell you, I've used a lot of different apps out there. There is no easier app to use. Pretty much, you cut on the light, as long as you have the Weeylite app on your phone, you are connected. That's all it takes. You don't have to do any setup, it just instantly recognizes it. I wish everybody was this easy because, man, it is so nice to use it. Let's go ahead now and take a look at the Weeylite app. Okay, so as you can see here, I am now in the Weeylite app. It's a very, very intuitive, very, very instinctive app. So let's say I want to get all my lights here and put them on color temperature. I can literally come here and I can easily set all of my temperatures. I can do my intensity, and look at this. You can see it's a very, very instantaneous type session. If I want to do HSL, you can see just how incredibly responsive and intuitive it is. I really like how the app doesn't make you dial in something and wait to see. You can instantly see here what it is. And the other really nice thing about this app that's really cool is not only is it intuitive, it lets you really figure out everything that you can push this light to do. Here you can see your RGB and this one is a fantastic option. It's actually the color picker. And this is really great because let's say, oh man, I really like the color of this. I can click on it, boom, and now you'll see all the lights there have now changed to that color. Super, super cool little trick. The other great thing is because let's say I'm sitting here and I've got a set, I'm ready to take a break. Well, check this out. I want to cut all these lights off. They're all over the set. I can hit one button, boom, they're all off. I get back from lunch, hit it again, and boom, they all cut off. And as you can see, I've got A through F as far as groups, so I can set my lights up as much as I want. Let's say I have one accent light over there that I want to be more daylight balance. I have another one if I want to be more 3200 Kelvin. I can easily do that and click them off individually or control them individually, or I can control them all as a group. So as you can see, this little $32 light packs a lot of punch in its little body, and it's pretty small. You can see it's only, man, it's about the size of a deck of cards, and they come in all these crazy colors. Usually I'm not a big fan of having crazy colored lights, but it actually is really helpful for accent lights because you end up hiding them behind stuff anyway, and in your bag it's kind of nice to quickly figure out which light is which, and the color coding does make that really, really nice. And I know this is the point of the video where I usually will come up with cons on this light, and I'll be honest, I've played with this for a couple days, and man, I really don't have any cons. This is an accent light, and it does pretty much what it needs to be. I mean, if I have to be super nitpicky, because those of you out there want to hear some cons, it might be nice if there was just a black-bodied version of this. And the only other con I could think of if I had to be super picky and nitpicky would be, there's no magnets built into the body, so it's not magnetic. It's a nice feature to have on accent lights, but it's really not the end of the world. This thing is so light, you could easily put this up there with gaff tape or secure some Velcro and put a magnet on there yourself if that's something you felt you really needed to do. So anyway, guys, I was actually really excited to see this because I love accent lights. I use them so often, and this is such a really good little power horse, and it's so affordable with such a great app that if you're looking for accent lighting, I think this might be something that, man, just might make your set a little more interesting and easy to go on the day. Anyway, I'd love to hear what you all have to say about this. Please leave any notes and comments down below, and yeah, go out there, keep on shooting, and yeah, I'll talk to you soon.